you're watching the replay, hi. Hope you had a good Halloween and you're having a happy Saturday. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm all set up. Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. How are we doing? Did y'all have a good Halloween? My yarn is all crazy. Hi, Zilly. Hey, Abby. Hey, Sir. Hey, Isabel. Hey, Mary Jo. Hey, Ollie. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Lily. Hey, Dima. Hey, Isabel. Hey, Hooks. Hey, Luna. How are we doing, guys? Happy Saturday. Did y'all have a good Halloween? Anyone do anything fun? Hey, Deb. I'm doing well, Isabel. I'm doing well. I had a good day today. Let's see, what did we do? We were out of town last night, so came back in town, and the weather was really nice, actually. It's been pretty chilly recently, like getting into fall, but today it was abnormally warm. So I spent the entire afternoon out with the dog and some friends just reading. And then after that, I went on a run, had some dinner, and now here we are. So I'm having a great day thus far. Hey, everyone. We had 3 bags of candy and no kids came. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know kids just, like, families don't have their kids trick-or-treat anymore. It's crazy. But more candy for you. Hopefully you got candy you like to eat. That's the thing, is that people are just buying candy they know they'll like because they know they're not going to get any trick-or-treaters, which is so frustrating. I just started a new project. Ooh, what'd you start? Watch the live-action Scooby-Doo movie and crocheted with a friend. That sounds lovely. I love your video yesterday. Thanks, Mary Jo. Yeah, guys, if y'all are curious, I've got a new video coming out tomorrow. The members have early access, so they've seen it, but new video coming out tomorrow where I traumatize some of my crochet friends. So hopefully it'll be funny. We took my 3.5-year-old out, and she enjoyed it for 30 minutes before she got cold. Yeah, fair. I feel like that's something we forget, that it's often pretty chilly on Halloween, you know? But maybe that's a good encouragement to not literally fill your entire home with other people's candy. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a good, put some breaks, limits on the night. I sat in a cold garage and learned the kids in my in-laws' neighborhood have no manners. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. Classic. I'm so sorry, though. But were you able to craft while you were in the cold garage? I'm working on my Astrid sweater today, guys. So this is the new size. It's much better. If y'all are in the Discord, I posted a video about it, but see, it looks much more reasonably sized. It actually looks really small because it's on these cords where it's so bunched up, but it's not. It's still pretty oversized. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. As you can see, I did the short row, so the back panel's much longer than the front. I kind of feel like I messed up the short rows, like maybe I did one too many, but it doesn't, I mean, doesn't really matter that much. It's personal preference, so. I was doing it while I was at a craft night, so I wasn't paying 100% attention. My brother-in-law asked for a pillow, so I decided to start that. Oh, lovely. I saw a really cute knit pillowcase pattern today, and I thought it was really cute. It was adorable. It was just different kind of, it was a cable knit pillow, and I was like, oh, that'd be such a good way to practice cables outside of clothing, where, you know, you have to think about structure, sizing, shape, etc., increasing, decreasing, but just a square. That'd be a good way to do it. I'm a bummer. I hate Halloween. Are you a big Christmas person? My partner's the same way. He's like, I don't care about Halloween. I just want it to be Christmas. I don't care. What's the difference between knitting and crochet? It's objectively, I would say knitting to me is kind of more like weaving things together. Crocheting is more like tying knots. That's how I view it. Knitting has 2 needles and crocheting has one hook. So those are the main differences. Definitely happy we have a live tonight. The kids were both just crazy today. My local library tried to start a knit crochet group today, but only, oh, I saw that, Nicole. I'm sorry you were the only one that showed up. But it makes sense. I mean, if that was the first day, maybe that's fair, and hopefully they just need to advertise it a little more. I've been going to my library's craft night for a while, but then they canceled it because no one was showing up, which is fair. And so then I was at my local yarn store and they said they have a craft night. So I went there and there were probably 15 to 20 people there. It was crazy. And I was so nervous and I like didn't talk the whole time. I was just sitting there nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, but I'm going to go every week. I'm going to start going every week, I think, to meet some new people. It was also intimidating because the people that were there were not just like amateur, like I'm like an amateur knitter. You know what I mean? They were like, they're all wearing their makes that are all over cable work, that are all over color work. And I was there redoing my solid stockinette sweater for this, you know what I mean? After messing up the first time, I was like, oh, okay, we are not the same, guys. We are not the same. But yeah, I was sneaky and my daughter didn't even realize yesterday was Halloween. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's impressive that she didn't realize, honestly, given that, I mean, I actually don't know how old she is, but I feel like Halloween, everyone talks about Halloween for kids, like teachers and other kids and parents and things like that. So I'm impressed. Ladies who planned it had a family thing come up. Gotcha. Don't judge me. She got cookies and soda. There you go. I just stayed home and crocheted all day and then made mini pumpkin pies. And now it's Christmas. You're so right. I hope the pumpkin pies were great. What were you working on? That sounds like a great day. I put press on nails on Tuesday and now it's Saturday and they're still with me. Little to no lift. That's so impressive. I have friends that do the press-ons and they have like all the hacks where they're like, oh, you file the nail down to make it stick. And I've heard some people will put like the gel curing underneath it to like cure the press-on to your, I don't know. It's very interesting the way people can make those work. Hey, Alicia. Was thinking about making a sweater. And the sweater can go for a size medium or a size small, and I'm a size small, that's fine. I think that works great. I mean, oversized sweaters are awesome. You know, you can't go wrong. Ollie and I doing the same thing at the same time. Love it. Hey, Laura, how's your weekend going? Yeah, I got to sit and crochet for an hour and a half, so I didn't mind too much. It was a nice break. Sometimes that is nice. Like, that is the nice part about when I do go to my library's craft night, is that even though it's just me and one other person, it's like focus time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting stuff done while I'm there. I got the back panel finished on the top I'm working on for a while since yeah. But I'm glad you're making good progress. I was like, that sounds like it would take a while. How was your day today? Here it was raining cold. It was warm and sunny here, so I had a lovely day. I finished my book outside with my dog, and some of my friends laid out and read with me as well. It was lovely. I was working on a pattern test, and now I'm making Christmas gifts. Ooh, what was the pattern test? And what Christmas gifts? Yeah, guys, are y'all, what, curious, when does Christmas start for y'all? Because for most of the people in my life, Christmas has begun. You know what I mean? Like, we skip Thanksgiving altogether. Thanksgiving is like pre-Christmas. So are y'all in Christmas mode? Are you in Thanksgiving mode? I need to start working on Christmas gifts for people. I really do. I think I told y'all, but I've got extra merino wool. And so I think next weekend, I'm just going to go crazy and just make several beanies for my sisters and my mom. I think that'll just be easy, and use my stash, which will be great. We only had 10. I made 100 bags. Apparently kids can't go out in the rain. Sorry, what do you mean? What do you mean, Deb? I might have missed your first message. I priced turkeys for Thanksgiving. Cheapest I saw was 84 cents a pound. Honestly, I'm not a big turkey person. I really don't know if is that expensive for a turkey. I don't know. Use nail glue tabs on actual nail glue because I can't use it. Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm impressed it's working so well. That's awesome. I think press-ons are just such a great option, and I would imagine they'd be the best option for your nails. That I feel like if we can, as a society, really make it work so that they last, I feel like that would be, honestly, would eliminate nail salons, I feel like, altogether. I changed the spark plugs in my car. Very proud of myself. That's awesome. I love that. I have no idea where to even begin with that. I got my tires swapped out for my winter tires. And I was like, hey, my tire light is always on 24/7, 365. And so they had to replace the sensor because they were like, yeah, that's broken. I was like, yeah, I know it's broken. It's been, it's been going off constantly. December 5th, the day after Mom's birthday. Ooh, oh, I love that. You know, because I feel bad sometimes for December birthdays because you don't want their birthday to be swallowed up by Christmas. So that's nice to, you know, really be able to celebrate her before you go into Christmas. Canadian Thanksgiving was beginning in October, so I'm definitely in Christmas spirits now. Oh, that makes sense. You've got, I didn't even think about, I do remember Canadian Thanksgiving was recently, and that makes sense. You've got a good, like, amount of time to prep, because sometimes I feel like people are like, we're skipping Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? Like, there's another holiday in between there. But you've got a good amount of time. Halloween, okay. I'm normally a Thanksgiving person, but I'm in Germany on Thanksgiving, so I'm in Christmas mode. Fair. Can't wait for Christmas. Gonna make me a Christmas sweater. Maybe you should start the Christmas sweater early. I think, yeah, you totally should. You totally should. Christmas, the pattern test was a gnome riding a penguin. I'm designing a Grinch pattern. Ooh, everyone I'm making for is getting a Grinch and an outfit for their Grinch. That's adorable. I love that idea. And I love the gnome riding a penguin. That's hilarious. My mom usually doesn't get the place ready until after Thanksgiving, sometimes on Black Friday. Fair. I made so many sweaters and cardigans in just 1 year. I need to start selling stuff now. I mean, if you... Oh, wait. In just 1 year of my crochet, LOL, need to start selling. Do you feel... If you don't want to sell, though, you don't have to. Or do you just mean, like, you've made a lot of stock and it's not selling and you wish it would sell? Usually they go for 35 cents to 55 cents a pound. Oh my gosh, that's a crazy difference. Okay, I was like, I'm never in charge of the turkey, so I don't know. And I'm not a big turkey person, and neither is my family. We're ham people. I was like, I don't know how much that is. I don't decorate for the holidays. My in-laws do, and that's the only reason I remember holidays exist. Fair. I look forward to when I live in a bigger place and have enough room for decorations, because I would love to decorate for the holidays. I feel like it's one of those things that I've never really, I don't know, you know, I'm earlier in my life as it comes to living outside of my biological family's home, you know? And so I've never had that opportunity to really decorate because I'm always in really small places, which is normal. So I look forward to getting in a bigger place because I feel like I, for the most part, like doing the same thing every day, but sometimes days can feel monotonous. And I feel like small things like changing the decor according to the season is a good way to make you feel kind of refreshed. Like it's a good refresh of your mental state and refresh of the home. And so I would love to be able to live in a bigger place one day and be able to decorate just a little bit. Though I do think that I would go into Christmas mode earlier than decorating for Christmas. Those are two different in my mind. Like I'm in Christmas mode. I'm buying gifts for people. I'm making gifts for people, but I would not want my house to be decorated now because then you have to wait longer. You know what I mean? It feels like the anticipation is longer the earlier you decorate versus if you decorate later, it doesn't feel like, you know, it's not a constant reminder of coming home and being like, oh my gosh, it's November 1st and my house looks like Christmas, but Christmas is so far away, you know? My son just came into my room trying to sing Christmas music. I told him it's allowed in his room. Oh my gosh. The strict holiday barriers. I like it. Yeah, I do. Christmas music comes on too early. I'll say it. I mean, I don't know. We've all worked retail food jobs where they're playing Christmas music starting from a Halloween, and it's awful. It's awful. My toddler's favorite movie is Dr. Seuss Grinch. We watched it about a dozen times already in the last week. Oh my gosh, guys, what's y'all's favorite Christmas movie? Do y'all have a favorite? Was saying parents wouldn't take kids out lies. Oh, because of the rain. Oh my gosh, you have so much candy. You could probably give it, like, it depends on what the candy's like. If it's like sealed, I'd imagine you could probably give it to like schools or like hospitals or, you know what I mean, somewhere near you, or like take it to your doctor's office or something and give it to them. I feel like that could work. Needs to start selling stuff, has not really been selling it. Okay, I gotcha. Well, I hope it does start selling soon. What stuff do you like to make? Also, I realized after assembling these two panels together for the second time that I still did it wrong. So when you bring your two side panels together, you cast on stitches here. And I was supposed to cast on and knit, and I just cast it on. So I did like, I was supposed to cast on and immediately knit them, but I didn't. I just cast it on all the way around, then knitted them, which again, isn't like a huge deal, but I kind of wonder, like, is it gonna, I don't know. I don't think it's really a huge deal to just kind of skip one row of knitting. I hope it's not, but this is what it's looking like. Y'all are curious. I think it looks pretty good, actually. There you go. I'm really excited about this. I want to try it on again when I've got a few inches on it, like probably soon, because I tried it on when it was probably like this much stockinette. I want to try it on again just to make sure, because this is an important project. It's expensive yarn. I want to make it work, you know. In a perfect world, I would have made this with like just cheap acrylic yarn just to try it out, and then I would have done it again, but we don't have time for that. Also, I'm surprised so many of y'all are on here, because I know a good amount of y'all are on the East Coast. It's late for y'all, but I was like, I guess I'll do it. I'll go. Hey, Tina. I don't think I've ever seen It's a Wonderful Life. We always watch Home Alone 1 through 3 every year. I like the first Home Alone, but I don't think I've ever seen the rest of them, actually. Crochet clothes and plushies are my favorite things to make. I love it. That's a good variety, too, you know? Sometimes I feel like if it's hard when you sell, like, one thing is your niche, and then you're like, if you don't find your market of people that want to buy just that one thing, it seems like tough. Like, you know, varied stock I feel like is always good. Hi, Kathleen. I love the scoop hem. Will it still be that shape after it's finished? Yes. Yes. And I'm hoping it'll curve a little bit more, actually. This stitch is like super stretched out. I don't know why. But yeah, it's supposed to be swoopy, which I'm happy with. Again, I know we've got more people in here now. I've got a new YouTube video coming out tomorrow, guys. If you're a member, it's already live for you. It's members early access, but for everyone else, it comes out tomorrow at some point. I don't quite remember when. I think 11 Central, and it's quite funny. It's basically me traumatizing some of my crochet friends with disturbing crochet projects. So, there's a youth center. I'm going to take it there. Oh, that's a great idea. They serve after-school snacks, and I'm sure they'll love the kids sugared up. They're going to be like, please don't give this to us. Alicia at 10 a.m. for me. So I think, yeah, there you go. It's perfect. I'm like, okay, late for the US. It just means it's daytime elsewhere. You're so right. I'm like, you know, this is my Australia live. And in Saskatchewan, but the kids don't want to sleep, so I'm staying on. There you go. There you go. New YouTube video tomorrow. Yes, yes. I wonder when it's coming out, actually. I don't exactly know. Usually you try to have it come out like 11 something. Let's see. Scheduled for tomorrow at 11 Eastern. Okay, that sounds about right. This is about what it usually is. I think it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun scaring my friends. The original It's a Wonderful Life movie was in black and white. Yes, I think my mom really likes that movie, but I don't know why I've never seen it. My favorite Christmas movie is The Little Drummer Boy. Love. The claymation. What are you doing tomorrow? I don't know. I got to do a lot of cleaning because I was out of town last night. And now we got back in town at like 2 today. So all the chores we usually do on Saturday have to be done tomorrow. So probably lots of cleaning. And I'm excited to enjoy our extra hour of sleep. Daylight savings people, U.S. people that aren't in Arizona. Daylight savings. So we'll get an extra hour of sleep, which I'm quite excited for because We were out late last night. We went to a nearby town, and we're out on the town for Halloween, and I'm tired, guys. I'm too old for this, y'all. I'm too old. I can't. Hi, been here for a while. Thought I'd say hi and ask about that amazing ring. Oh, it's an Aggie ring. It's a Texas A&M ring. Pretty sure it's an Aggie ring. Yes, Jess, it is. I'm class of 21. Whoop. I will be cooking and cleaning tomorrow and prep for D&D. Ooh. Oh, are you hosting? Do you switch in your group? Who hosts? Are you... I feel like in friend groups, there's a host. You know what I mean? Like, there's someone with, like, a big game room or something that always is hosting. Oh, tomorrow I'll probably play cleaning, and then we always play Catan every weekend with my friends. We'll probably do that. But also, guys, if you're a member and you're in the Discord, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central, I think, we're doing a planning call for the book club. So if you want to be in the book club, we're going to plan in the Discord. I know Ollie can't join because they'll be at D&D. But if you want to be in the book club, please join that call, because we just need to figure out how we're going to organize it. Because some people are renting the book through Libby, which means they only have a certain amount of days. So that means we're going to have to figure out what to do. But anyway, just an announcement for members in the Discord who want to be in the book club. We've got a planning call tomorrow. And we're reading The Lies of Loch Lamora. Starting a new campaign because I turned evil and killed everyone in the last campaign. I forgot about that. Kind of funny. I loved your video. Thanks, Laura. We don't change to Saskatchewan either. Ooh, okay. What about in the other Canadian provinces? Or is it just Saskatchewan? A Christmas Carol with a Lister sim. What does that mean? Sorry. We watched White Christmas in the original Holiday Inn. Okay. I'm the main host. Okay. I just had a feeling you were, Ollie. I feel like you would be a very comforting host. My husband is class of 14. Only reason I know about the Aggie cult. I love it. You know, I mean, your husband's probably familiar, but I'm one of those family where we all went to A&M and we're all going to A&M and we're all going to continue going to A&M. All the kids, you know what I mean? Just one of those. Love it. Favorite Christmas movie is Santa Paws because the Golden Retriever puppies. Duh. I get that. My favorite Christmas song is The Night Santa Went Crazy Weird by Al Yankovic. I've never heard that before, Alicia. Also love the multicolored wool in the wall. Yeah, I've got a good amount of multicolor. These 3 are different hobby Christmas cakes, and I'd love to figure out how to use them. Like 3 of them together could make one sweater, but they're different. These 2 are the same, and this one's different. Like maybe it could make a fun, just kind of scrappy Christmas scarf or something. I don't really know. Or maybe it's a scrappy Christmas cardigan, and one side's one color and one side's, I don't know. Oh, maybe I do, guys. Maybe I do a Christmas version of Aiden's Brain Stew pullover. Right? These 2 could be the back panel and the sleeves, and this one could be the front or something. I don't remember how she splits it. Hey, Jess. I got a game room with table and shelves. Yeah, okay. You're the main host. I get that. Don't yell at me. I bought it on Kindle. The Lies of Loch. Wait, why would I yell at you for that? I need to finish packing up my room before we move out of the house. Oh my gosh. I hope the move goes really smooth, and I hope the new place is exciting. It's always moving stressful. It's never fun, but I hope it goes well. Hey, Anne. How are you doing today? We're watching, a Clint Eastwood movie. Which one? I'm doing great. I'm having a great time, except for I'm realizing now as I'm looking at this that the stitch down here is like really stretched out. You'll see this? Look how stretched that is. And like, it looks like this tail is connected, but if I pull on this, it's not going to tighten it. So I don't really know why it's so, I don't know why it's so loose. It's not like this on the other side, so that has me pretty concerned. I guess I can duplicate stitch over these to just tighten the connection maybe. Because it's not like that on the other side. See? The other side's fine. It's interesting. If anyone has any thoughts on that, let me know. I think all the others change. Saskatchewan just like to be different. Ontario changes time. Okay. My husband works in Manitoba though, so we'll be at the same time as them now, so less confusing. Okay, that's helpful. I swear autocorrect thinks it knows me. No, my sister used to live in Arizona, and it was very confusing for all of us what time zone she was in. But I also think about people, I don't know, I think about people who, for people who aren't from the US, there are a good amount of states, I feel like, in like the Midwest the border between Central Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time is pretty, the border's pretty small. And so I like know people that like will like maybe they work in one state and they live in another and they drive through and then they're in a different time zone. That's very confusing to me. So excited for December because I'm getting a yarn advent calendar. Oh my gosh, I see people get those all the time and I love the idea of them, but I feel like they usually come with a pretty small amount of yarn and all the projects I like to make are big. So I would love to know, Luna, what you like to make with those because I struggle with a small amount of yarn. Maybe just socks and socks and socks and socks and socks. My main reason I wanted a home was so I could host a little get-togethers for my friends. Yeah, it's a safe space. Like, I could imagine your house, Ollie, just being a safe, comforting space. You know what? You know what I imagine your house reminds me of? My grandma's house. My family used to always tease me because whenever we would go to my grandma's house, I would end up inevitably taking a nap. And because it was so relaxing to, like, my spirit, you know, being at her house and being around her that I would fall asleep. Like, every single time I would take, like, a 15, 20-minute nap just on the couch, like, while we're watching football or something. I don't know. And that's what I imagine your house would be if I went to your house. Christmas brains too, right? I'm like, that kind of sounds fun. A few dollars more. It's a Western. Love a Western. Love a Western. Hi, Cricket. Just sew it up with the tail. I think I'm gonna, but I think I'm gonna, and I think I'm gonna do it through duplicate stitching. I think that will be the best way. I just don't know if there's another way to do it. Mom used to knit with a knitting machine. She found needles too slow. Oh my gosh, there you go. Like one of those big industrial ones that's like that. The yarn advent color last year, it was small amounts of each yarn, but then it made a stripy sweater. Oh, that's perfect. If that's like a common practice where an advent calendar sends you everything in order to create one big finished project, I would love that. I just don't like when it's just kind of like random small things of yarn. I'm like, I can't do that. I need help. It's like one state between two time zones. But yes, exactly. I'm like, that's confusing. I'm like, that didn't even, someone from Texas, it's never occurred to me before. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, all of giant Texas is in one time zone. Can't imagine going to and from. But anyway, crazy. I don't know where these like white curly fluffs are coming from because they're not coming from my dog. Brain stew would be interesting one with an advent calendar. Each block could be one day color. Ooh, I like that idea. People sleep over all the time. The cats are the craft room bed. They just got to be comfortable with 3 cats and 2 dogs. That's literally the dream. That's the dream. I'll take my antihistamine before I come over. Then I'll be ready. That's what I did when I was visiting Aiden because she's got a cat named Zuma. And I was like, it's okay. I'll take the antihistamine and then she can make biscuits on me. She can lay on me. She can do whatever. It was very heavy though. Oh my gosh, I bet. Those knitting machines are so cool though. Just seeing, I don't know. It seems like it's interesting because I know in my brain that it's quicker than knitting like this. But at the same time, all the moving of the loops and changing colors and increasing and decreasing, it still seems like it will take longer. And I know that's not true, but I don't know. It's just funny. The things you don't know, you know. Because I don't know it has to automatically be slower or difficult or whatever. Advents, I'm horrified by the thought of all those small amounts of yarn. I know. I have the same thought, Tina. I'm like, I support y'all doing this. If anyone ever got that for me, I'd be like, you need to return this literally because I'm not going to know what to do. You know. Though I do love that advent calendars. I don't know if it's just because I'm an adult now, but I feel like back in the day when I was growing up, advent calendars weren't as fun. You know what I mean? Like you could find a custom advent calendar for someone and it could be yarn or it could be like my dad gave my sister, she's like a wine aficionado. So it was like small wine samples, you know, things like that. I think there are so many more fun advent calendars nowadays that there used to be. Again, it might just be because I'm an adult with money who could look at things like that. And it wasn't marketed to me as a teenager, but I don't know. Tennessee is 2 times one. Exactly. I can't. It's so scary, so dreadful. Do we think that I kind of feel like the time zones aren't equally split up between states? I feel like some of it doesn't make any sense. I'm almost done with my baby blanket for one of my friends. She was my ASL teacher in school. That's lovely. I'm excited. I'm excited for you and for her. I bet it's adorable. Okay, the stitch marker's just going everywhere, but not where it's supposed to be. Anybody else eating Halloween candy? Thankfully, I knew we weren't going to be here on Halloween, so we didn't get any. So thankfully, there's none in our house. Because I'm one of those people, guys, like, I'll just eat it and eat it and eat it. It was funny. I was on a call yesterday. Oh my gosh, today's only Saturday. Feels like Sunday. I was on a work call yesterday. And my manager was like, guys, I'm gonna like throw up if I see another piece of Halloween candy. I bought a ton of it. We bought 3 Costco-sized bags of it, and I've just been eating it all week. And I was like, girl, she was like, I need a real meal. I need to not eat this candy anymore. I thought it was so funny. I was like, yeah, I would do that too. I would do that too. Sadly, she's not with us anymore, but coming here just reminded me of her. Oh my gosh, you don't need to apologize at all. I think that's so sweet. And I think that's something that crafters talk about a lot, is about how it's a great way to remember loved ones that have passed. And even if you're not the one using the yarn, but you're appreciating the tools, or like I've had friends give me craft materials from their loved one who have passed on, and I think that's so sweet. Like, I can show you what I make with that, and you can see that, you know, their passion like lives on and stuff like that. I think it's really sweet. I feel like that's the nice thing about having relatives that have hobbies, is that it's a good way to connect with them even after they're not with us. Hi Beth, I'm crocheting a pumpkin. I don't know why I haven't made any of those. I really should, because I have a lot of orange yarn. Not really. I think this would be a really good pumpkin. This one, like a kind of like a burnt orange. It's that's the most true. Like, I wouldn't want like a neon orange. I want something like this. And there are so many crochet and knit patterns for them. I don't know why I won't do it. And it'd be such a cute, easy decor item. I also saw a video, guys. Sorry, I keep burping. I also saw a video, guys, of someone thrifting sweaters to make pumpkins, which I thought was so smart. They thrifted like brown, I mean, really any color, just fall colored. So like beige, maroon, brown, orange sweaters. And they cut the body from the sleeves, and they turned the body into a pumpkin. So like they would cut here and here, and then they would turn it into a tube and sew the top and the bottom and stuff it. And then use like twine to do the, what do you call it? The curves in the pumpkin, whatever that is. And I thought that was so smart. So smart. But yeah, I don't know why I've never knit or crocheted a pumpkin. There's so many good tutorials for it. I don't like the candy I bought. See, that's the way to do it, is that you buy the candy you don't like so that you won't eat it, and then you'll have to give it to someone else or something. What I really want to do is go to like Costco tomorrow and go to their candy section, because you know it's going to be cheap. Now that Halloween's over, I'm like, yeah, I'll take the cheap candy, please. My sister's making a yarn advent calendar with the yarn she got at the store. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And that's so much like, I don't know, I'm a big sentimental gift person. I think that's so much nicer than just a store-bought one. I love anything like that. I'd all the little balls together and make a huge ball of yarn. I love that. My mother-in-law got my toddler a Bluey book advent calendar. Okay, adorable. Love. I love weaving in massive ends. It's like satisfying into a project. I'm so happy for you, Ollie. I'm so happy for you. Last year I had a cheese advent calendar. Exactly. Am I crazy? Or advent calendars weren't this fun in the 2010s. I would love, I don't know, insert an advent calendar here. You know what I'd like? A rock advent calendar. Oh, my stepmom gave me a rock advent calendar. For those of you who don't know, I love rocks. And she gave me a rock advent calendar, I'm 90% sure, and it was amazing. And each day I got to open and see a cool rock. I was like, this is the best thing ever. You usually get a tea one. Genius. But I always like 3 or more teas, and I can't drink because they have clothes. And oh, okay. But that's such a good idea. I feel like in the 2010s, it was either like chocolate or makeup. And probably some kind of alcohol. But I was a teenager, so. I just said that you're the best and the sweetest. Thank you, Anne. That's so sweet. Hey, oh wait. Hey, Rachel. How's it going? Your name's Rachel, right? I think that's what you said the other day, and I want to make sure I'm not calling you by the wrong name. Okay. I have to go. I gotta go eat dinner. Okay, night, Isabel. Hope your dinner is yummy. I ordered some, but it didn't come till today. What did you order, Laura? I also love untangling yarn. I can't. Ridges, yeah, sure. Rubs, ribs. Yeah, I feel like it all works. Sections, yeah. It all works. I'm in the process of designing a potato pod plushie from the game Palion. I'm designing a pattern for a wearable wizard hat. I was at working yesterday, and some people had fun hats on, because I work from home on their calls, and I was sitting there and I was like, I wish that I had a witch hat. And so now I'm going to make one. I never really had a desire to make those crochet witch hats that I see everywhere. I think they're so cute, just never really felt called to it. But yesterday I was like, okay, next year I need one of these. I have to make something like this so that I can wear for Halloween and show my coworkers that I'm fun, or else they're not going to know I'm fun. It's funny how much the Americans do Halloween, yet here in the UK don't really celebrate it. I do feel like it is very much so like a US, like it's very intense in the US. And I have noticed that in other parts of the world, they're like, okay, okay. Yes. Okay, good. Rocks, crystals, gems, literally. I was at Kelsey's and she gave me a couple crystals. I was excited. She gave me what'd she give me? She gave me a rose quartz something. She gave me a labradorite something. And a flower agate something. Every time I go to Kelsey's, I'm like, give me your rocks. I take them. How's sweater number 2 going? It's going much better. I think it fits much better. It looks quite small because it's on these small needles, but, oh, like this. It looks quite small because it's on these small needles, but it's, I think, going much better. It's still pretty oversized, but I think that's good because I've been looking at the pattern and it looks like, I mean, the pattern does have positive ease. I just feel it seems like a different, like when you look, I'm taking the phone. Like when you look at it like this, that looks like a huge oversized sweater with tons of positive ease. You know what I mean? Like that looks like it's going to be huge and oversized. People are honking outside. But then when you look on Instagram and when you look on the website, it just doesn't. I'm so sorry. That was so extremely loud. Y'all, I hate the street I live on. Anyway, when you look at the model pictures, it looks to me not as extremely oversized. Let me find it. Patterns, adults, sweaters and cardigans. You know what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just making shit up. Bro does have somewhere to be. All the college kids on this street. Like it's definitely oversized, but it just doesn't. Okay. So then like look at these model photos. Like they're definitely oversized, but this doesn't look to me as, like this looks super oversized. And then some of the model pictures just not as much. Like it's oversized, but it's not, like it's a drop shoulder. It's definitely oversized, but it just doesn't, maybe it's the way it clings to the body. It doesn't look like there is that much positive ease. But then you look at it flat and you're like, that is the most oversized sweater ever. I don't know, guys. My camera's not straight anymore. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel slightly conflicted about this sweater, but I think it's gonna be okay. There are a lot of YouTube videos on early advent calendar. Harrods had one last year. $1,500 is crazy. I loved wearing mine yesterday. Your witch's hat, I love it. I do love when I see people wear those like hand knit or crocheted witch's hats. I had a coffee advent calendar last year. I'm making my daughter and niece a rubber duck advent calendar. That's adorable. I didn't even think about, like, customizing an advent calendar for someone is such a cute gift idea. I love that. It's adorable. I'm trying to think of what I could do for some of my siblings. I crocheted a witch hat and a broom for yesterday. You crocheted a broom? Wait, what does that look like? I'm so excited. That's so fun. I've seen advents for Legos and Woobles amigurumi. That I like that too. I feel like Woobles is a good idea. Like maybe I feel like it would be insanely expensive, but maybe it's one final piece and each day is like you've got a teddy bear with a sweater and a hat on. You know what I mean? And one day you do the hat, and one day you do the legs of the bear, and one day you do the sweater, and one day, you know what I mean? I think that'd be fun. Sorry about the, yeah, they literally fly down this street, and I don't know why. Like I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna move on. College towns. Oversized is always better. I think so too. They're reincarnated the Fast and Furious. Literally, they are. Ooh, I'm making a cowl. Hey, Ashley. Love a cowl. I found a really cute pattern for one the other day. I want to make one for, sorry, not a cowl. I'm thinking of a shawl. I want to make a shawl for my grandma. And I found a really cute pattern for one, and I feel like I might investigate. I think I might go to bed at 9:47. I'm going to Dad's church tomorrow morning. Okay, have a good night and hope church goes well. Hi, Joey. It would be hella expensive. You could do a Switch game. That would be that would be so expensive, but it will be cool. My friends both have Switches, and they were talking about the like Animal Crossing update. The fact that in the new Animal Crossing update you can have multiple islands. Crazy talk. They're very excited about that. I don't have a Switch, but that made me tempted because it's my thing. I love games like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, where you kind of set up a life and you're going to work and you're selling stuff and you're building stuff with the money you make from work. Fake life simulators. I love games like that. But then once you're done, you're done. You know what I mean? Like when I made my farm in Stardew Valley and I got the whole thing set up, I was like, okay, now what? And they're like, oh, you can like make relationships, have relationships with the townsfolk and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm done, you know, and then I was done with that. So I feel the same about Animal Crossing. Like once I get a house and it's staffed, and it's got furniture and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And so I like that the new update. I don't really know what it is. If anyone has any more details, let me know. Like I don't know if it's just a Switch 2 thing, which don't get me started on that. But having multiple islands sounds so fun. So I'm like, okay, you're tempting me. But I have been avoiding the Switch purposefully because I feel like Nintendo has been so money grabby lately with their games are so extremely expensive, and I don't know. I feel like I've been kind of boycotting them privately because I just refuse to give in, even though I really want to Switch because I want to play all the Pokemon games. Gotta make that poncho. Literally, I should. The video, I texted Aiden, Mags, and Kelsey today, and they were like, Brooke, when are you starting some of the projects? And honestly, I want to make the jester. I was finding patterns for it to link in the video description because I was like, oh, I realized I didn't do that. And a bunch of these do have patterns. So let me show you, let me find the link to, let me get the link to the jester. I thought it was so cute. Guys, like, I have to make this. Like, this also looks like something Moon would really like. Okay, like, how cute. Mary Jo, thank you for the latte. It's like a pumpkin spice. Oh my gosh, thank you. But yeah, I just put a link of a tutorial. It's so cute. Like, what if we all made one of those and then we can match? That'd be so cute. I'd probably make it rainbow. I feel like if Moon, Ollie, and I made this, Ollie's would be like black and purple, like a deep, dark colors. Or maybe rainbow. And then mine would probably be rainbow. And then I feel like Moon would do lots of like pastels. That's what I'm imagining. Okay. Let me go back up. Depending on the game, some are free and some are on sale could go for $5. For Switch games, that's not bad at all. Broom pattern is hearth hook home. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Oh, heart hook home, you mean? Let's see. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, let's see. I don't see it, but I believe you. I want to get into more like, wow, she's got a yarn wall, y'all. If y'all think my yarn wall is nice, holy cow, y'all need to look at this thing. Guys, look, check this out. I guess I could just show y'all with my phone. I at first thought this was like a fake background. No, that's her house, presumably. Like she's about to sit down in front of this yarn wall. Look how big that is. Y'all see that? That's insane. Look, she's sitting in front of it. And that makes me wonder, like, is that all your yarn? That's crazy. Or do you have more? And if so, where is it? Okay. But yeah, I do need to make that poncho. I do want to. I feel like it'd be really cute for work. I just, honestly, though, I need to run it by my mom because my mom always gives me the final approval and if I can wear something for work. So I'm going to text it to her and be like, hey, this go with work? I feel like I could wear that with like a long sleeve underneath it and some nice, it would definitely be a business casual day, like some dark jeans or something. Where do you find your patterns? Everywhere. Google, YouTube. Anyone get super into tiny bookshop? What's that? I'm big on collecting things in game. Okay, I get that. That's usually what I set up the farm, my house, my job, whatever, and then I start collecting every single bug, every single fish. But then inevitably I start getting bored because the farming is what I was drawn to. It's the work. I was a decorator, but I'm not. Yeah, I kind of am not too. I feel like I want to be, but like, for example, I've got 3 prints that have been sitting on my dresser for the past like 4 weeks, and I've got paper on the wall for where I want them to go, and I just haven't put them up. I need to measure, that's why I haven't put them up. Man, back in the day, Farmville. Ooh, I've never played Farmville. Oh, I have Stardew Valley on my phone, laptop, and Kindle. What? I didn't know it could be on the phone or the Kindle. I didn't know Kindles could play games. Drafting a sweater for myself. I found a ripple pattern in thrifted Afghan book. Only a 4-row repeat. 3 of the rows are stockinette. They were brilliant. I love that. That sounds awesome. What yarn are you using? Okay. I'm catching up. I had that patch on my whip list for so long too. I think it's Brianna K Designs. I think so. Oh, I split the stitch. Isn't it so cute? I'm like, that would be so good for work. I think. My favorite game at the moment is House Flipper. It's a game where you renovate houses and sell them. Ooh, I could see myself liking that. I always liked the phone games back in like the 2010s where you have a clothing store. You know, when you start small and you buy inventory and you get employees and then you upgrade your space and you buy, you know, different items to sell. Got to go. Have a great night. Take care. Okay, thanks, Anne. Have a good night. Broom powder. Okay, heart hook home. Okay, I was like, I think this is what's popping up. Def nighttime colors. Okay, that's what I thought, Ollie. But then I was like, you know, maybe you're gonna do like going for a wild card. You know. Maybe that. I know we kind of talked about doing a craft along. Maybe that could be our first crochet along, is that little jester guy. Because that would be pretty simple. And it could be as simple as, hey, we make a new channel for crochet along. Here's the tutorial. Make it as you want. You know what I mean? I don't think it has to be it doesn't have to be super strict. And I could do specific lives where I'm working on it. Maybe we're all working on it. Oh my gosh, Ollie, you sent a goat trophy. I didn't even see it. Thank you. Love a goat. It's on her website, not YouTube. Okay, thank you. I will look there. I was like, I don't see it. A yarn library. What do you mean, Rachel? Sorry. I want to switch for... Oh, I used to love Harvest Moon. Did you play Harvest Moon on the GameCube? It was so good. Tiny Bookshop is a game? Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm looking that up right now. No, it's a Switch game. I'm going to have to get a Switch. That's so cute. Oh, my gosh. You've done this to me. You've done this to me, Lebo. So I'm going to have to get this. Oh, shoot. I've been looking for Switches on Facebook and stuff like that, and maybe I could buy it used, but my partner's family has a Switch and they don't use it. So I'm like, next time we visit them, we should take it. I mean, a decorator. Oh, in Animal Crossing. Valid. I'm a big decorator in Animal Crossing. Using acrylic for budgetary reasons. Oh, I totally get that. And this is my thing. There are nice acrylics out there. Like, there are lots of acrylics that feel just as soft as a wool. Like, will never shame. I use acrylic yarn all the time. Never shame an acrylic yarn user. There's a sweater version too. Same puff texture, but sweater, not a poncho. Ooh, okay. Each location sells different genres better than others. That's a really good detail to include. Laughter is the best medicine. Being a friendly goof is my jam. Love. What's your favorite clothing item to crochet? Definitely sweaters, honestly. I could make sweaters all day, every day. I don't know why. I think it's because those are what I'm most likely to wear, and I'm trying to get... I've been into it in the past few, like 2 years, really wanting to make stuff that I'll wear, and so sweaters, I would say. Currently working on a sweater. I haven't attempted one in years. This will definitely look better than my first attempt. Oh my gosh, I bet that's the fun part about keeping older projects. I know lots of times we just want to frog it and get rid of it because it's all messed up and blah, blah, blah. But seeing your project, like being able to put two projects side by side of, especially if it's the same pattern, putting two projects side by side of the same pattern and seeing how you've improved over time is so cool. Broom pattern is a winding road crochet, winding road. Oh, guys, this is adorable. Okay, I'll put it in the chat, guys. This is the pattern for the witch's broom. Adorable. Cute, cute, cute. I was referring to that Ladies Yarn Wall. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm a yarn library. Yes, agreed. It does look like a yarn library. Just don't ask me to be an author. I'll make the most lovable characters and give them the most intensive growth cycles. I feel like if you wrote a book, it would be really sad. Like it would be like, I don't know, like brutal on the characters, like exactly what you're saying. Like it would make you feel everything. I'm scared to pull out my cube and see if my farm is still alive. Oh no. That's the thing about games like that where they reward you for coming back consistently. The second you stop, you're like scared to open it again. And I feel like maybe game makers don't realize that, like, there's nothing more shameful than opening up your Animal Crossing after it's been a year and seeing, like, you know, when they do like the cockroaches in your house, you know, when you move furniture and the bugs come out, you're like, oh my gosh. I was looking at car sunshades from Heart Hook Home. Oh, okay, gotcha. That would be fun. Yeah. I gotcha. Obsessed with Woolies, thick and quick. I made ambient wearables with it. Don't tell the vegan police on me. They'll revoke my vegan card. I like that yarn too. It's a classic. I've got a sweater for that's like 90% done, but I can't, should I grab it for y'all? I feel like it'll be the easiest way to show. I'm going to try to grab it real quick. That took longer than I expected. Sorry, I was like digging it out. So here's the stitch. Oh, this is just like a piece of, not this yarn, just in there. I love this yarn. Okay, here it is. This is all Woolies Thick and Quick. And the inspiration was like kind of like preppy varsity, like, I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's needles in here. Guys, there's needles in here. It's crazy. The inspo for this is like college prep, like, I don't know, I guess like a crew neck you would buy at like a preppy, like Northeastern University. And so we've got a nice solid maroon up here. This is speckled. Oh, I was like, why is it so yellow? It's because my phone just turned on night mode. 1 second, let me see if I can turn it off. Okay, I was like, why is my phone so yellow? It's like, my eyes are getting messed up. Anyway, and then this is like a speckled, and it's got some of that maroon in here. Maroon and beige, and then the bottom is just beige. And as you can see, it's 90% done. We've got one sleeve completely done here. And then this side, I need this amount of the burgundy color, and I'm out of the burgundy, and I cannot find this burgundy anywhere. I think they might have gotten rid of the color. I'm not even kidding. And I can't find the original label, so I don't know the color. But whenever I go into Michael's and see thick and like Woolies Thick and Quick, I don't see this. I see, is there a hole in this? No. I see a more of a red tone. Like this is like a true purple maroon, you know? And the one that I see in Michael's whenever I go is more red. And so I can't finish it. Like I've got the sweater, all I have to do is 2 rows of this, and I don't have the yarn. Because I don't think it's this. That would be so funny. Yeah, no, see, this is a completely different color. Oh. Anyway. Just fill that hole there. Anyway, so I don't know what to do about this. Can't find it. Don't know what to do. I spaced my closet dedicated for the items of my maiden wear, and I definitely see what you're talking about. It makes me feel, yeah, how proud you've come and the improvement over time. I totally agree. But yeah, if I knew the color, I would look for it used or on Facebook or something, but I feel like it's so cute. I just made a sweater with thick and quick in the dark teal. It's so nice. It's so nice, right? It's 3 a.m. here. Need to go to bed. Thanks for being so kind. When are you streaming next? Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Get some rest. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't really have a stream schedule. I usually try to go live a couple times a week. So either like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or something like that. I don't really know. Sometime. But usually I go live around, let's see. I try to go live around 7 p.m. Central US time. Whatever that means for you. I'm not sure. Looks pretty. You're doing a great job. Thank you. I went to Yale. See, Harvard colors makes me want to make this in blue. Doesn't this like give y'all like, doesn't this, is this giving the vibe that I wanted to give, which is like, I don't know, fancy prep school in the Northeast. Like that's the goal. And I feel like it's hitting it. If I can just find that fucking color. Where is it? I don't know. What I really should probably do is just go on Thick and Quick and buy every single maroon color. And when they come in, adjust as needed and just return the ones that aren't it. But what if they like got rid of the colors? Looks like a Loyola Chicago rugby jersey. I call this, okay, see, y'all are getting it. That's exactly what I wanted it to come across as. Like if you put Harvard or Yale or I don't know, something on here, that's the vibe. Me as someone who went to a school in Texas. Could you maybe look up discontinue? Oh, I didn't even think, Nicole. I didn't even think about that. That's a good idea. I need to put this somewhere, not on the ground. But that's a good idea. Lion Brand has a fig color that might match. Ooh, okay. Guys, I'm going to look it up right now. Y'all are inspiring me. Anyway, let's see. Fig. If you have a small snippet there, Etsy Yarn Diaries could match it for you. That's a good idea. It's giving Ivy League. That's it. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't think of the phrase Ivy League, but that's what I wanted. So I'm glad it's coming across that way. It's giving The Secret History. I want to read that book. I tried listening to it. No offense to Donna Tartt. She's a terrible narrator. Authors, I don't think, are always meant to be narrators, guys. She was a terrible narrator. So I would like to read it because I did not like her as a narrator. And I feel like reading would be much better. Fig. I feel like this is too, I don't think it's fig. Unless the picture's so wrong, which it could be. I don't think it's fig. Let's see. I always think it's claret, whatever, and then I see it in store and it's not that. And it's not cranberry. I think they got rid of the color. Like, I wonder if it was some, like, special, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will ask a dyer to match it for me. I got 4 skeins of Premier Puzzle. And I was going to make a hexagon cardigan, but now I don't know if I should be able to. Ooh, a sweater could be fun. I don't know. Ravelry would have all the colors for the yarn, including discontinued ones. Thank you. See, I wish I knew how to use Ravelry because there are so many secrets that I don't know like this. Let's see. Okay. Lion Brand Thick and Quick yarns. Wool Ease, or maybe I should Wool Ease Thick and Quick. Wool Ease Thick and Quick. That's what it is. Prints, the print version. Tweeds. Is this a tweed? I think it, no, I'm looking for a solid. Okay. Wool Ease Thick and Quick. Let's see. Okay, I'm pulling it up. I'm going to look at this later. Cranberry spice. No, see, now I'm looking at it now. Spice? Maybe it's spice. And I like this because you can see, no, it's not. You could see pictures of it in real lighting. Well, I don't know. Some of these look much different. Which color is this? Claret. Claret? Does anyone know how that word's pronounced? Do you have the name of the other colors you use? You could see if the colors from the same line. That's the thing, is I don't have the name of the colors. I wish I need to look back on like TikTok and Instagram because I remember posting videos about it. But maybe I said the name. I'm heading an owl, so I'll catch you next time. Okay, have a good day, Alicia. Oh, Brooke, that may be Google. Gonna look at this later. Looking at it now. Y'all get me. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna look at it right now. Pronounce the T, claret? God. Yeah, claret seems too dark. I wish I had a Lion brand store. This is my thing. This is my thing, guys. Hear me out. Raspberry. Hey. No. Michael's never has all the colors, so I wish I could go to Lion brand Woolies store and put them all out in front of my eyeballs. Okay. God, there are... Oh, it's eggplant! Oh my gosh, I think it's eggplant. No, it's not. I feel like that's too purple. It might be. No, I feel like that's too purple. I got so excited. I was like, that name rings a bell, but I don't think it's that. It's not cranberry. Raisin plum? God, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I know this isn't fun, but now I'm like hooked. Okay, it's not any of these. I'm going to do this later. It's a red wine. Okay, thank you. I don't drink wine, so I'm like, I don't know. And I was thinking about buying this. When I wanted to do this sweater for the first time, I almost bought Knitting for Olive merino wool and claret, and I could not pronounce it. I was like, claret. I wish I could filter by... Maybe I can. Sorry, that was really an unpleasant sound that I just made, and I apologize for that. Burgundy. That seems right. Burgundy. I feel like it's probably burgundy. Wool, ease, thick and quick, burgundy. Really, what I need, guys, what I really should do is just buy every red color. It's really not that difficult. I should just buy every red color from Lion brand until I get the one I need. And then I can just return the ones I don't. There's really no reason for me to be doing this like intense surge. Like, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. Except for last time I bought from Lion brand, they pissed me off. But okay, it's not that. It's not that. This is my thing. The pictures on the Lion brand website, no hate, no shade. Like, don't look right. Okay, look at this. It might be, I'm looking at Fig right now. Okay, look. That is so light and it's pink. That looks correct. This looks accurate. That does not. Who am I to believe? Who am I to believe? Like, this does not look right. Like, that's not right. But that looks right. Like, I just don't understand. I understand that taking photos of products is, like, I've heard people complain that it's like the most difficult thing ever. But I think we can do better. Maybe it is Fig. I'm gonna go back to Ravelry, and I'm gonna look Fig, and I'll look at real photos of Fig in real life. It might be Fig. Hey Isabel, welcome back. Your skill level has improved dramatically. Are you talking to me? Hey Debbie, I think Juan the Yarn Addict uses a lot of wool. You think, ooh, okay. I'll look him up. Juan the Yarn Addict. Maybe if he's using that color, that would be great. See, like, even looking at Ravelry, like, these photos are so different. Like, these look similar. That looks so different. This is Flash, so why are you taking the photo of Flash? Maybe it is Fig. But, like, that doesn't look... These are so different from these over here. But if it's these, that's it, I think. Maybe I try Fig. Stopping in for a quick hello. Hi, Carol. I love Woolies, that brand. Me too. I'm trying to figure out... I've got some. I'm trying to figure out what color this is. And it might be fig. Not for nothing, people. But it might be galaxy. What the fuck? That wasn't helpful. I keep doing this. I need to put my glasses on. Okay, I think, guys, I think it might be fig. Ow, just touched my nose a little too roughly. Unless it's cranberry. I know I keep saying that unless it's cranberry. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Guys, let's I also don't know why I have multiple skeins hanging off that project. I also don't know how I did the sleeves. So we're gonna face another problem when I get to the point where I have the yarn, where I'm not going to know how I decrease for the sleeves. I could take apart both sleeves and redo them completely. Like, I could do something like that. It probably should be, too, because I made these years ago. So it probably would be helpful to do them again and redo the construction. But my Walmart has taken quick. Ooh, mine doesn't. Wait, that's awesome. I love woolies. Me too. Look at other people's projects using that color. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a good point. Because these are just pictures of the stash. I don't really know how Ravelry works. So I don't know. No, not in stash. I want to see it in a project. How do I see it in a project? Wool is thick and quick. Projects. Wait. Projects. Fig. I should put fig in there. Oh, no. Rachel, you've done it. Y'all, you like, I mean, guys, look at this. Like, that's it. No, that's the color. Holy cow, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, y'all should be detectives. That's crazy. I love bluegrass woolies. Ooh, bluegrass. You find it. Air Force, petrol blue. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. A jewel tone. Dye lots are a mess. True, I haven't even thought about that. We're going to get there. It's okay. It's just 2 lines right here. So I'm like, I think it's okay. Hi, Charlene. I know it's crazy, but that's why I keep my labels. No, literally, I wish I was that organized. Me too. You have a whole drawer of them. I literally should do that. I think the people who create like yarn journals where they cut a piece of yarn and they keep it and they write it down and they stick it, put it in a journal. Have you seen that? I think that's so smart. Yeah, thank y'all for saving me. I'm literally gonna go back up and look at Fig again and order 1 skein for $11 for this 2 rows. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it on Facebook or something. I mean, there's no reason. Buying a full skein for those 2 rows is going to drive me crazy, but it's okay. Maybe we can find something else to do with the rest of it. Like make a big beanie. Make a gigantic, chunky beanie. No, true. If I had the labels, I would never be going through this. I love those. I bought live canvas fabric, considering sewing a fiber journal to put my swatches and notes. I love that idea. Make a true. I can make a million chunky pumpkins or 1 gigantic pumpkin. True. True. What are you working on? I'm working on a giant granny squares to put together for a blanket, guys. Do y'all want to hear something crazy? Do you want to hear something crazy, Ollie? I was watching a breathing yarn video where she was trying on like a bunch of her handmade stuff, and she pulled out a granny square cardigan that I actually really liked, and it kind of made me want to make it. How crazy is that? I think it's because when I see people make granny square cardigans now, the yarn is pretty thick, and that's just not my jam. I prefer thinner yarn, and she used Knitting for Olive, the small, whatever the small merino size is. I don't really know if it's DK weight. I don't know. Actually, it's this, whatever weight this is. Anyway, she used that and made a really cute granny square cardigan, and I was like, shoot, that's kind of inspiring me, because I realized when I was at Kelsey's house that lots of my handmade projects that I can wear are sweaters, and I was like, it's too hot here to wear that, but I'd love for to wear a little cardigan. Love to wear a little vest on top of what I'm wearing right now to get some of that handmade-ness in, or like bandanas. And so now I'm kind of like, I kind of want to make that cardigan. Like imagine a granny square cardigan made with small cotton yarn. Like I'm imagining Hobbies, like the same cotton I used for my Lima top in like earth tones. Like also I'd want the inside colors to be swapped, but I'd want the border to be the same. Like I'd want the border to be like beige or like brown or something like that. And then the inside colors be swapped. But imagining like brown, green, orange, navy, you know, I don't know, something like that. Maroon. That's kind of a lot of colors, but imagine something like that. A fall, like, or earth toned palette, I think would be so fun. What are you making? I'm working on the Astrid sweater by Knitting for Olive. Pumpkin footstool is so cute. That's adorable. Is it just like big and stuffed, or are you like making a cover for like a piece of furniture or something? Granny Square Cottons are incredible. DK ones are so nice. I know. I was like, shit. That looks really nice. If you don't make them jack-o'-lanterns, you can put them out as decor for fall. Ooh, true. I was working on a cable knit sweater with chunky beanie, and I'm resting my hands. Oh my gosh, wait, are you almost done? Also, did you finish your partner's sweater? Remember you said you had to put a zipper in, I think? Someone is setting off fireworks. Oh my gosh, where you are? I was like, wait, is that happening here? Because if so, I had no idea. Brain Stew is going to be my first knit sweater I'm going to finish. I hope it goes better than my previous attempts. Oh my gosh, I hope so too. I hope it goes really well. I think I found the pattern to be like really helpful. I think the pattern was great. It was very detailed. There were lots, like there were pictures. Like I found that to be helpful. I think the most likely place that someone who's newer to knitting might struggle is the increase in the decreasing. But I think there are so many good tutorials for that on YouTube. No, LOL, tomorrow is zipper day for a sweater. My cable knit will take hopefully only a few more months. Okay, exciting. I really struggled to install the zipper on my Brain Stew pullover. Not really. I just had never done it before, so it was a slight challenge. And I still have, and I used real thread. Like in the picture, like Aiden just used her yarn to sew the zipper in. I was like, no, I'm using sewing thread to sew this in, so it's professional. And there's still just like a loose thread. I haven't completed. I need to weave it in and cut the tail off, but I haven't yet. And I really need to, because when I was there, I tried to unzip it and it got caught on the thread. And I was like, oh, that would really be a shame if this got jammed or something. I want to put a zipper on my current whip, but I'm scared. It honestly wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. It actually went okay. It wasn't, I feel like the thing is that it's not incredibly difficult. In my opinion, it's not incredibly difficult, but it's not going to be perfect. Like my issue with it was I didn't super struggle, but it's not perfect. I'm going to watch some tutorials. You know, I wish I did that. I just kind of did it. I wish I did that. I just like went for it. I probably should have watched tutorials. I don't know why I didn't. You know why? It's because I was texting Aiden. I was like, Aiden, this is what I'm doing. And she was like, yep, that looks good. And I was like, okay. I need to finish editing my video so I can show you all the whips I have. Yes, I can't wait to see. And slash, I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, how do you pronounce your name? Is it Montserrat? Hi, happy Saturday. Hope you're having a good weekend. Oh. Like, I don't know where these curly white hairs are coming from. I need to try this on again. I feel like I need to try it on and make sure I'm happy with the size. Yes, it's right, Montserrat. Okay, perfect. I have 21 whips. Hannah, that gives me so much stress. But I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, but also stress. Okay, guys, I'm giving y'all a 15-minute warning. I think I'm going to head out when we hit 90 minutes, okay? 15-minute warning. I'm getting tired and I want to read my book. Brooke revealed that she gets anxiety from having multiple whips. I have a closet. Yes, I have 2 whips right now. You know what they are? This, technically the blue scrap sweater, but I don't think that counts. This and the brown sweater vest. I guess you could count the sweater I was just showing y'all, like the varsity sweater, but again, if I don't have the yarn, I can't work on it. So I also don't think it counts. The ones I'm active, like the actual, like they're out in my house because I'm working on them, are this and the sweater vest. And I need to work on that tomorrow. That's a goal of mine. I need to start decreasing. I can't decide. Okay, this is my thing. Sometimes when you do sweaters and sweater vests, sometimes they have you cast off a bunch, so it becomes a really rounded armpit area. And sometimes they do what this sweater's doing, where you cast off a few and you just do one each row. And I can't decide the way I want to do it. What do y'all like to do? I'm watching it live from my laptop, because I use my phone to text and check, because I'm not logged in my YouTube account on my computer. Okay, gotcha. I have 2 and I'm struggling. Oh my gosh. What's everyone whips? I guess if you don't have if you have a million, it might be hard, but what are y'all's whips? I don't remember my password. Literally, feel that. I live in chaos. What kinds of stuff do you like to make? I'm so curious. Like, I wonder if we did a study on the amount of projects, like the type of projects people do, wearables, AMI, decor, tapestry work, and the amount of whips they have. Like, is there a pattern? You know what I mean? Like, do people who make a lot of amigurumi have a bunch of whips because they've got so many different moving parts, you know, and maybe you want to do all the assembly in one day? Or do people who do big projects have a bunch of whips so that they can constantly feel like they're, you know, being productive? Or I don't know. I'm curious. I aspire to be able to knit that quickly. Oh, thank you. It's lots of practice. I hate having whips. Me too. They give me stress. The goal is for me to have like less than 3 whips at a time, and then you just crank them out. That's my goal. My house is too small to have multiple. If I had a big house, I'd probably have like 1 per room. It'd be crazy. Try to keep it under 5. I think that's fair. Certainly ones just get shoved in a drawer and I pretend they don't exist. Yeah, fair. It's been 8 minutes of my edited video gathering whips. That's so funny, actually. I think I have 1 whip, and that's my blanket that I'm working on. I love that. I'm making Kelsey's new bandanas. I didn't know that. Just scarves knitting this year, crocheting. I'm a baby at 5 yards. I love it. You cannot go wrong with a good scarf. Can't go wrong. Usually like a focus one and a mindless one. Yes, like my sweater vest right now is a focus one because I have to do the decreasing. And this is mindless because right now it literally on the pattern was like stockinette until your armpits. So that's what I'm doing. Hop back and forth between knitting and crochet. Me too. I'm like, crochet is like my tapestry like projects and things like that. And then this is like my mindless sweater projects, just lots of sweaters. The hat I'm doing right now, half a giant banana pillow. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, it's a burnout blanket. I was gonna say that must hurt your hands. That's also why I don't like using big yarn. It's painful. I'm like, it's so painful. I bet that is an arm workout. I bet you're sore after. It's so funny. That'll be great, though. It's called the Space Bandana. The Space Bandana. Do you have a P.O. box? I do not. Oh my gosh. How did I not see her post this? That's cute. No, that's so cute. That would be a good, like, that's honestly, I should start making bandanas with my like leftover cotton. I've got a bunch of leftover cotton. And I love a bandana on a day where my hair is dirty. Y'all know what I mean. My hair is freaking dirty and I need to go outside. Instead of like trying to put it in a slick back or a bun, just put a little bandana on. What is a temperature blanket that's for our first year of marriage? Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. The rest are a little bit of everything, making Christmas gifts. I feel that. I need to get on it, guys. I need to get on it. I need to... Okay, I was thinking... So I made my dad socks with this like multicolor, like kind of blues and greens yarn because he's big feet and he never finds fun socks in his size. And I was thinking how cute it would be if I have a bunch of extra yarn. Don't know if I said that. I have a bunch of extra yarn. How cute would it be if I used that same yarn and made little socks for my nephew? Wouldn't that be cute? Grandson and grandpa with their matching socks. And then I was like, well, if I have enough, I could make some for dad too. But his dad is not my brother. It's my brother-in-law. And my partner was like, it'd be great if you could do grandson, father, and then your brother-in-law's dad. So then it's like that. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know him. It's like, I'm I don't know him and I don't have enough yarn. I have enough yarn for baby socks and an adult pair probably. So I might do it anyway. Do y'all think that'd be cute? Or do you think brother-in-law would receive it and be like, I wish my dad had the Maxine socks instead of my father-in-law? Okay. I have 6 whips right now, at least the ones I want to count fair. You're like, some of them don't count. I'm not going to count. Some of them don't exist. We're going to 2 beanies, a baby blanket. It's taking me way too long, and a scarf. Oh, that's lovely, though. Love Baby Adams. I think I have 10 blankets. Ollie, why? Where are they going? Like, what are you going to do when they're done? What are you going to do? I don't know how many whips I have, because sometimes I fall out of one. And crocheted could last years. I was, nearly 7 years? Oh, my gosh. Did you pick up another habit in the meantime, or another hobby in the meantime? Or, like, what other hobbies were you digging into something else? Because I find that when I go on crafting breaks, I get really into something else. Kelsey's bandanas are so cute. Like the Pico. Yeah. I've made one of those before. Very cute. Okay, thanks, Debbie. We're doing Secret Santa, my husband and my work, and I'm hoping to make something for it. We're drawing names this week at a party. Oh, that'd be so sweet. I'm watching one of Kelsey's Finisher Frogget video when you came on. I love it. I love a Finisher Frogget. I'm going to use them. You're going to use them all? That's fair, you know? Rock on. Rock on. Giant patchwork the size of a wall, literally. I recently got into embroidery when I don't feel like crocheting. I really want to try embroidery, especially like embroidery on, I know this is when you don't feel like crocheting, but embroidery on crochet and knitting, I think is so fun. Books and comments took my yarn money. Fair. There you go. That honestly, I was going to say if I wasn't doing this, I would be reading. That's what I would be doing. Ollie just wants to be cozy. Geez, Brooke. I'm imagining Ollie just like tons of blankets on Ollie. That's what I'm imagining right now. I love that. Are they pretty similar? Are they different? Like construction, are they like all granny squares, or are they like a bunch of different constructions? That just gives me so much stress. I think I would appreciate it more if I didn't hate blankets, but I hate blankets. I have 4 skeins of yarn right now. I don't want to use them up. It's taking too long. No, I get that. Sometimes you just get so impatient, and then you're like, it's part of the process. Like, this is supposed to be relaxing. Like, it's okay. I'm starting a new book tonight, guys. Like 2 years ago, y'all know the series All Systems, or The Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. The first book is All Systems Red. It's sci-fi series about a robot. And I tried listening to them, but I didn't realize they were going to be so short, because I'm so used to extremely long sci-fi and fantasy books. The books are like 150 pages. So I listened to it, and it was only 3 hours long, which is so short. And so I didn't like the book because y'all know I listen to books quickly. So it was just so fast, and I wasn't ready for it to end, and I just didn't feel like I connected to the characters. So I got the book on Libby, and I think I'm going to read it this time and see, then I can read it really slowly and really take it in. Because usually I'm listening to a book that's like 30 to 50 hours long. So I've got plenty of time to really feel connected to the characters and like develop, a relationship with them. And this time I didn't. So I was like, oh shoot, I need to read this instead. Just watch Kelsey's members only drop. Love watching you. Cheers from Cram. Oh, is she doing a live right now? Or did that happen earlier? Cheers from Australia. Oh my gosh. Good morning. We got so many Australia peeps in here. I love it. I sleep with a minimum of 3 blankets. Love that. I just washed all my cozy, fluffy couch blankets and definitely did a blanket pile when they came out of the dryer. Oh, I love doing that. My mom and my dad, when we were younger, one of our favorite things is whenever clothes would come out of the dryer, we would lay on the couch and they would dump it on us, and it would just be like warm, clean clothes. And then they would slowly fold them and take them off, take them off, take them off. Yes, it's on my TBR. Okay, I'm hoping I'll like it more this time. The first time I was like, this is too short. One's acrylic, one's blanket yarn. I have 2 blankets, part of my whips. Gotcha. I don't like blanket yarn. I think I would much rather make a blanket out of acrylic. Okay, 2 Hexaglove actually blankets, 1 hexagon temperature blanket, 2 hexagon baby blankets. Oh, baby blankets. 1 front post double crochet, back post double crochet baby blanket, 1 mosaic kit blanket, 1 Gengar corner to corner color chart blanket. Ollie, that sounds awesome. Happened earlier. Shares our public merch drop tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. Yeah, guys, are y'all gonna get some of the new sweatshirts? I think they're so cute. I guess I should have like asked her to to give me one. I didn't think about it. Hello, seen you in a few logs, creators on YouTube, interested in trying crochet or knitting, but I'm unsure which to start with. Woobles are great kits to start with. I think that will be great for you. But I will say, I think some people are natural knitters and some people are natural crocheters. So, well, one in general, if it's tough, don't get upset because it's part of the process. Even though that's tough, because I feel like nowadays, when you start something, you want to be really good, and it's kind of hard to accept the learning curve. But that's thought number one. Thought number two is that if it really doesn't work, if you're like trying and trying and trying and you can't get it, you might just be a natural knitter. Because I tried to teach my college roommate to crochet, and she couldn't get it. And then she tried knitting, and the next day she had a beautiful scarf. And I was like, oh, all right. So she's just a knitter. The live stream was earlier. Okay. One giant granny square blanket, currently working on number 5 out of 12 squares. One scrap granny square blanket. I do love a scrap granny square. I love the crazy colorful. I might have more, but I don't remember. I bet. I love that for you. Burnout blanket is good for corner to corner, but I don't think I could just do a regular blanket with it. It's so hard on the joints. Like, I don't know. I just can't. Love cross stitch and needlepoint in addition to knit and crochet, and I love to read, just not enough out. I'm the same way, Beth, where I'm literally like, if I could stop the world right now and just like read and read and read. I don't know. It's and read and craft and read and craft and read and craft. Like, I would be so happy. There's just truly not enough time in the day. I did already. What did you do, Mary Jo? Sorry. I was missed out on the drops, so super happy. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. My favorite series is a Minecraft novel series and anything by Stephen King or H.P. Lovecraft. I don't think I've read anything by Lovecraft. If I'm not reading, I try the audiobooks, but sometimes I tune out when listening. I have struggled to find the perfect activities to do while I listen to audiobooks. Knitting, crocheting, that's included. Doing the dishes, doing the laundry. But anything more than that, like, I tried to do like a paint by numbers. That was too much. Like, looking at the colors and stuff like that, I would stop listening. And anything that's like anything that's not mindless knit and crochet that like requires thought, I can't do. But it's hard to find the perfect. Working out is 50-50. Running is perfect for audiobooks. Lifting weights, it depends on what I'm doing. Like, if I'm doing something really intense, I have to turn it off. But if I'm doing something mindless, then I can. The sweaters are $50. Okay, gotcha. I was horrible at knitting and crocheting at first, so bad. Literally same. I feel like so many people try to learn to crochet and knit and they get frustrated when they're bad. But it's like, think about the first time you did anything. Think about the first time you tried to add numbers together as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, it all takes practice. Sweatshirt small from extra large, 80% cotton, 20. Ooh, okay. I ordered Kelsey's sweatshirt. I can't wait to get it. Oh, it's so exciting. I love the colors. And I liked the photo shoot that she did with Caesar. That made me laugh. Oh no, we've dropped a stitch, guys. That was it's scary when you drop a stitch, but you only drop the merino. So it's just holding on by the mohair. I'm like, that's scary. Okay, guys. I could not for the life of me understand how to make a granny square, but I watched one video a couple of times, learned to knit garter in like a week. See, I feel like you're just naturally one way or the other. I'm going to try a knitting kit as well, see which I prefer. I can't speak to knitting kits, but I think that's a good plan. And if you're wanting to learn, your like local library or like local craft stores might have classes. And I think that's a good resource too, because there's nothing like having someone in front of you teaching you how to do it. I got one of Kelsey's sweatshirts. There are plenty left, but they go public tomorrow. Ooh, it's so exciting. Then that's so fun having like a members drop. That's such a good idea. Hubby visited New York a month ago, so I had a tote set there. He brought me home lots of yarn. Gonna make the sweater you're making, but it's at the start of spring, so I can work on it slowly. I love that. Constantly I'm like, I should be working on summer projects right now, and I should be working on winter projects in the summer. You know what I mean? Like, so you're not frantically like, so I like that it's, you're working on it in the spring. You got plenty of time. No rush. Okay, night, Charlene. My shortest audiobook is 9 hours. Most are 20 to 50 hours long. I know. So whenever I got that one that was 3, I was like, oh, where's the rest of it? It's like, where's the rest of it? It took me a few years to get confident, totally confident with my crochet now. But I need all my attention when I knit. Same. I'm like very confident in crochet, but with knitting, I'm like, Okay, guys, I'm letting y'all know I'm going to go to my next stitch marker and then I'm going to head out because it's getting late and I'm tired. I'm so clumsy, so knitting is hard to keep the stitches on the needles. I'm the same way, and I finally got like the things you put on the end of it, like your needle blockers or whatever to keep the stitches from falling off, and those are helpful. I had to borrow a friend's grandma to learn knitting. YouTube couldn't tell me so much. Oh, tension. I never get a needle in the starting loop. I think tension is one of the hardest things. I don't know. Because when you're learning something new, you're tense. You know what I mean? You're like, this is important. I'm trying hard. And that becomes the issue. When I first learned how to crochet, I was holding, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was holding my hook and my yarn in such a strange way. And I was holding it like that for probably a month. And then I sat myself down. I was like, if I don't change this now, I'm going to be stuck like this forever. And this is not good. Like, it's so slow. It's so bad on the hands. Like, I don't remember what I was doing, but it was not good. And I forced myself to record my hands crocheting so I could see kind of what they looked like when I watched it back and adjust how I'm holding the hook and blah, blah, blah. Because when you're in the moment, you're not really thinking, you're just doing it. And it took a couple weeks, and then I fixed the way I was holding my hook. So there you go. Crafting classes at the library, it's only from 3 to 5 during the work week. I have that problem with my library, that they do classes in the middle of the workday. I'm like, who's going to these? Like, no wonder you're canceling classes. Who is in the middle of the day? We have to go to work. Nearest art store other than the Hobby Lobby is an hour away. Text in life. No, I hear that. You don't have any local? What did you eat for dinner? I did leftover Qdoba today. It was yummy. Leftover Qdoba, a banana, and then yogis for dessert. I need to learn how to knit. I get the basics, but I don't know how to cast on well or do decreases. It took me a long time to learn how to cast on and cast off stitches, because when, knitting projects take so much longer that you're not doing it very much. You know what I mean? So if you've got one knitting project at a time, it might be weeks before you cast on again. And so keeping that skill honed is really hard when you first start. I feel like, oh, my nose. Retired people go to the middle of the day classes, true, but I'm like, what about the rest of us? Like, I pay for the library too. Like, let me go do something after work hours or something, or on the weekends. Every time you throw your needles down like that, I get so worried. It's such a mess. I've become so comfortable with dropping needles, dropping stitches. It used to make me, like, freak me out, where I would be super careful, and now I'm just like, I don't know, I'll pick it back up. Whatever. Libraries need more night stuff. I totally agree. Night and weekends. Like, some of us work. Okay, guys. I'm at my stitch marker. Local art store only says paint. Told me there wasn't a demand for fiber arts in our area. That's screwed up. I'm sorry about that, Cosmo. I still don't know how to cast off. You got this. There's so many tutorials. Hopefully you can find a good one on YouTube. And the thing about casting off is there's so many different methods to do it. So it's difficult. You never know the right way to do it. Every time I start a new pattern, it just says cast off. I'm like, no, tell me the way you want me to do it. I say this, but my library is doing a free-form poetry night workshop, and I put the thing in my calendar the second I saw it. That's so fun. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to head out, guys. We made some good progress. I need to try this on. This is what it's looking like. I kind of feel like I did too many short rows in the back, but that's okay. I mean, you're not really going to tell when it's on, I don't think. But yeah, you can see the back's longer than the front, which is the way it's supposed to be. I kind of feel like I made the back too many. I feel like I did too many short rows, but that's okay. Who cares? I'm going to try this on and make sure I'm liking the size of it again. I need to try it on again. I've got one stitch in the middle of this panel. I don't know if you can see, but it's so loose. Like, what's up with that? Anyway, that's all. I think I'm going to head out because it's late. I'm making the second smallest size. So it's a size small. It's the second smallest in the size that they offer. I was doing the medium, and then I tried it on. It was gigantic, so I took it off. I think I messed up the gauge. Girl rolling up to the library event with her crochet project notebook ready to spit fire. I love that. That's so fun. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'm going to head out. Not quite sure when I'll be back, but in the meantime, I hope y'all make good progress on y'all's projects, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.